Morning YouTube, here with you this morning to bring you a plethora of topics and discussion about things. First thing I want to tell you this morning is thank you. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Thank you for all my old subscribers. Thank you for supporting my channel. I'm up to, I think, 158 now on the subscribers. Not nowhere near another giveaway yet, but still I'd like to acknowledge all the new subs and things like that, and thank you for that. So that's one of the main things I wanted to do this time. I went to the doctor this morning, and every number that they do, the blood work, all that stuff, all that is excellent. And I asked him, I said, well, why don't I feel like I'm Ian Bucks then? You know, if you're old, you just got aches and pains and things like that. But anyway, all that stuff is good. And I came back home and been looking at this bench, and I'm going to put a picture in here, put it right here. What that shows is the end of the bench down on that end of the bench, that end, and you may recall that I had planned on doing a renovation of the bench, and what I was gonna do was put one of these power strips behind the pegboard, and to plug in the lights, and each end of the there's a power strip on that end, power strip on that end, and plug that in, and then there was like the so I'm looking right at soldering station, and the light for my magnifying light. Those, in other words, I wanted to plug it all into one thing where when I turn the switch off, everything goes off. I'm still going to do that, but I'm not going to put it in behind the bench. That's stupid. The more I got to thinking about it, I was like, man, take all this stuff off here. I mean, there's a lot of stuff up here, and just so I can run one wire back here with the thing, it just didn't make any sense. Besides that, I don't think those short cords on those strips will reach to the center of the pegboard. I don't think it'll reach on either side. So what I'm going to do instead is the picture that I showed you just a minute ago. I'm putting an outlet right there, just a standard outlet, just like the ones that's on the bench, and I'm going to put one of those 6-way plug-in things where I'll have 6 outlets there. That will give me enough to plug the lights into, plug the soldering station, plug the magnifying light in, plug in the power strip for this end, power strip for that end, and all that will be tied into the switch. And that just, well, it's just so much easier to do it that way than it would be the other way. So that's what I'm doing. So that's that. That's why I haven't been doing much on this bench, because it just wasn't adding up to me. And once I get that done, and like I said, that shouldn't take that long. In fact, I don't think I'm going to do the one for that end right away. I'm going to have to run a wire from the switch, or from the plug, all the way down to that end to an extension cord, what do you want to call it, to plug in that strip, because like I said, those power strip cords are not very long. So get that done, and that will be one more thing out of the way. Get my dim bulb wiring done. Get this wiring done at the same time. Excuse me. And so I won't get that done. Anyway, I want to, like I said, as soon as that wiring gets done, I'm going to take and start working on this end of the addition and get that done, so I can get everything straightened back up like it's supposed to be, and get that all back in shape. And once I do that, I think probably the first thing I'm going to look at is Ron's little multimeter. I'm going to get that underway here and start on that. And then I'm going to probably take those Pioneer SX3700s and get those in here and just have a real quick look at the one that got the broken glass, just to see if it's going to be worth fixing or if it's just going to be a parts unit or what. So I want to do that. I think I mentioned other things I wanted to do as far as this new camera boom is concerned. I want to make some changes. Once I get the other end of, and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about here with the other camera, I think. All right, now you can see up there, that's where the bar goes across for the camera boom right here, and this is the camera boom itself. I'm going to extend that to over, see where the shelf, top of the shelf is, the box sitting up on top of it there. Okay, I'm going to extend that up there, and when I put this other one on up here on this side, I'll do the same on that side, and that will effectively do away with the parts that go to the top shelf there. And the reason for that is more versatility, number one. Number two, I think it's going to be better that way. It's just more up out of the way, and it's less intensive and things like that. I think it'll be better. So that's one of the changes I want to make. So, and another change I want to make is, you see the this board coming down. I'm going to make another one of those, and I'll have it on that end or this end, whichever. And basically I'm going to have two of these, and just like right now when I was doing this, I wanted to take a picture of both sides, and I had to take this camera off. By the way, I'm using my Kodak, and so I wanted to do that, and I think another board coming out. I have plenty of boards left. I can still do that. So I want to do that, and like I said, I probably won't do that until I get the new board across. Like I said, I just want to kind of do this one thing at a time and get it the way I want it. So let me put this camera back, and I'll go from there. All right, back with you. And there's more stuff I wanted to say too, and I can't remember what it was. I should write these things down. That's what I should do. I know you can't see it, but right down here in front of the camera is my capacitor checker. Yeah, there's the capacitor checker I was talking about, condenser checker, what do you want to call it. I want to take that apart and get the voltage read on it and see what it comes up to be. So I just want to add that, and I want to take that and take some readings. I may do that later today, and just take some readings off the transformer and see if the transformer is good. I know there was more than I wanted to talk about. Oh, I know. See, as soon as I say that, then I remember what it is. I need some advice, you guys. I'm going to be 65 on the 19th of December. And I know most of you guys that are that age or past that age know what happens then. It's called Medicare. These are people in the States, obviously. Some time ago, they sent me a letter, Social Security did, that they were going to enroll me automatically into Part B of Medicare. I had the option at that time to tell them I didn't want to be enrolled. And if anybody knows me, how big of a procrastinator I am, you know that I didn't do that. Well, it is not impossible to get out of Part B. But what I'm trying to do is figure out, and I have Blue Cross Blue Shield. It's under the Federal Workers Program. It's called FEP Blue, I think, .org, that you go onto. But what I'm trying to figure out is, you know, I still have that insurance. So if I have Medicare Part B, I'm paying, I think it was $121.80, something like that, each month for this Part B. And so I was talking to the doctor's nurse today about it, and it's not going to make me destitute or anything, but Jesus, $121 and, you know, whatever, coming out of my check every month, that's quite a bit. You know, I could do other things with that money. I could buy more test equipment. But what I'm asking is, why do I need that if I have regular employer provided health care? Or do I still need the Medicare Part B? I think the Part A is kind of automatic. You don't even really have a lot to say about that. And I really need to talk to somebody. Anybody know who I should talk to? That's good enough. Or if you know what I should do, give me some advice. That I would appreciate that. And because I just don't know. I just don't want to be paying more than I need to be paying, because like I said to the doctor's nurse this morning, I said, they're not going to pay you twice for covering the same thing. I mean, you're not going to get the money back. I mean, it's not going to work that way. So I don't really want to spend money that I don't have to spend, is basically what I'm saying, I guess. So anybody has any idea about that, let me know, because it's kind of confusing. I mean, I can get on the internet, but you can't trust everything you hear on the internet. It depends on who you're talking to, I guess, and things like that. But you guys that's either been there before or getting ready to go there, that's done your little research and everything, I'm sure you probably know more about it than I do, because like I said, I'm a procrastinator from way back, and I just basically thought, well, I had till my birthday to decide. And earlier this month I thought, well, I'm going to start looking at that. And about that time I got a letter from Social Security that said they're going to take out $121.80 this month, starting this month. So, like everything else with the government, you pay a month ahead. So, like I said, it's kind of a, like I said, I know I can get out of it. I've already checked into that, and I have to go to the Social Security office and fill out a form and tell them I want to opt out of the Part B, and they'll stop taking it out. But I don't know if I should do that or try to cut back on my health insurance or what. So that's kind of a bother, I guess, about turning old. It shouldn't be this hard to grow old. But I guess it's whatever it is. But so I think that was another thing I wanted to talk about, and if there's anything else, I'll come back. Alright, YouTube, I think I'm getting ready to get off here and get something done, even if it's wrong. I really appreciate you watching this little potpourri, and you guys have a great day. See ya.